making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi everybody, it's Jenna from Jenna's Stitches. Today is Thursday, April 13th, which makes it Things We're Making Thursday. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you're returning, you probably know what Things We're Making Thursday is. If you're new, you might not. But if you watched the very beginning of the video and listened to the jingle that is there, that was created by Jess from J Hook Magic, who is one of the channels that participate in Things We're Making Thursday with me. And it was created by her and her husband, and I think the jingle does a very good job at explaining exactly what Things We're Making Thursday is. But it is a year-long collab that I am doing with tons of other channels at this point. It did start out with 6 of us, and it has just grown into so many more. And we pick a free pattern each month and we work on it together. We also have a Facebook group that I will have linked down below. I'll also have every other channel that is involved linked down below as well. If you don't have a channel and you think this is something you want to participate in, you are more than welcome to join the Facebook group and post pictures on there. And then if you don't even want to do that, you can always email any one of us who are part of this and we will add your pictures to our videos. And then at the very end of each month, when we're done with the pattern, Heather from Strings and Threads, who is also another channel who participates, puts together a compilation of all the pictures found, whether it be from emails or Facebook group. I think the main theme is the Facebook group. We have a lot of people who are posting pictures on there who don't have their own YouTube channel, which is awesome. That's the whole reason I created it, was just so other people who don't have channels want to participate, they have a way to still participate. So Heather will put together a video at the end of the month to show everybody else's progress that doesn't have a YouTube channel. And so far all year, this has been so much fun. We have made a variety of projects so far. January, we made a blanket. February, oh, it's buried behind my blanket. It's actually right there, but you can't see it. We made a container, is what the pattern calls it, but it's a basket. March, we made pillowcases, and then April is a wrap that we're working on right now. I don't have my pattern. I honestly don't know what I did with it. I might have to print another copy. So I will show you what I have done, but the pattern we're working on this month is an 8-row repeat. I have 3 repeats done, so you'll kind of see what it's supposed to look like anyways. It's just going to get bigger. And it's been a lot of fun, and I think everybody kind of agrees the best part of this is just to see everybody's creativity come out. So far, every single month, there's been at least one person who isn't following the pattern guidelines as far as colors go. Like we've all pretty much stuck to the patterns themselves. But as far as like choosing the same colors that are in the pattern or things like that, we've all kind of went our own ways with it. January, there were a couple people who went with what the pattern was. Mine was very, very close to the pattern. I just chose to go with all pinks instead of some reds and whites in it. And if you go back and watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. February, I just kind of went with what I had in my stash, and I know a lot of people did the same. March, again, I just went with what I had in my stash. March was probably the first month where I really went outside of the bubble compared to the pattern. The pattern called for a number 4 weight, and I actually went with a number 6 weight and just followed the stitches in the pattern rather than following the pattern itself. And then this month, I am actually using a yarn very similar to what the pattern calls for, but the yarn in the pattern is discontinued. So you can no longer get it, and I didn't have any in my stash, so I went with something very, very similar to it. So it's not going to be the same colorway or anything, but I love it so far. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. And if I did forget anything, I mention it in every video so far. that I've made for Things We're Making Thursday this year. So I have a playlist that I will link down below if I remember, because I don't think I ever do. But it's on my channel if you want to go find it, of every video I've made since January. So if you want to hear more about it, definitely go back to the very beginning of the year, because I explained it much more in detail then. But you can kind of see what we've been working on all year. And I know a lot of the other channels involved have playlists too, so you can go back and see what they've worked on all year. But definitely encourage everybody to go check out the other channels who are working on this with us and see what they're doing, because again, it's so cool to see, like, we're all making the same pattern, but they all look completely different because none of us have the same exact colors. So with all that being said, we'll show you my progress now. So this is called the Greek Goddess Wrap. It is a free pattern on the interwebs. Again, I lost my pattern. And I know the creator of the pattern's name is Caitlin, but I can't remember her last name off the top of my head, or even what the blog is called. But it will be linked down below. So you can get the pattern off the blog. I copied and pasted it into a Word document and printed it that way. I know a couple people just printed it right off the blog with ads and all. And then there's several people who purchased it. And it is only a $3 pattern, but being that the point of this is to work on free patterns, I chose to copy and paste and print it rather than purchase it. But there's no problem in purchasing it and supporting the creator as well. So if you haven't joined in yet and you want to, you know, there's many ways you can get the pattern. Again, it will be linked down below. I believe she has it on Etsy and Ravelry as well as the blog. Or if you're someone who just follows along on, you know, your computer or tablet or something, then the blog is probably fine. It just has a lot of ads in it. Sorry. Oh, I was opening my computer to see if I can find it really quick. Yes, I can. So the website is called Caitlin's Contagious Creations, and her name is Caitlin. Does it have her last name on here? I thought it did, but I don't see it now. I know it's on here somewhere, but as far as I'm seeing, just looking at it really quickly, it just says Caitlin. I want to say Gentry, but I feel like that was a different pattern I was working on where that was the creator's last name. But you can go to Caitlin's Contagious Creations.com, and again, it's called the Greek Goddess Wrap. I'll have it linked down below. And also the other patterns we've worked on so far this year will be linked down below as well. Now, to show you the wrap. This is what I have so far. So like I just said earlier, it is an 8-row repeat. I have finished 3 repeats out of 6, I think. I don't know. Again, I don't have, well, I have the pattern in front of me now. What have I done? What have I done? Repeat it a total of 6 times. So is it a total of 6 times together, or is it a total of 6 repeats is the question. So would there be 7 repeats or 6? I don't know. If I've done 3 already though, that doesn't, my math doesn't add up the way I thought it would. So I actually think, just for my sake, I'm going to do 7, because if I have 3 done, I can do 2 for this week coming up, and then 2 for the week after to finish it. So I think I'll do 7, just because I'm at an odd number right now. But here it is, and that was all just me talking to myself. So if it didn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. Here it is though. So the repeat ends right here, I believe. So it goes from the bottom, obviously, all the way up to this row of double crochets right here. And there are some special stitches in here, and then you can see the second repeat from the orange starting right here into the green, and then the third repeat of the green into this like sage's color green. There are some special stitches. I know there was a lot of trouble with some of the stitches, so I do have hello Mirabelle. What are you doing? Hi. I do have kind of instructions on the Facebook group pinned in the like pins section. I don't know what that's called, explaining how to do it. But even with mine, like I did not realize I did this row wrong, the window row, until Tiffany from CMM Designs pointed out that she did it wrong. And I was like, oh wait, so did I. But I was not going to go back and frog any of it, so I just went with it the whole way. But the only thing that's supposed to be different is instead of 1 double crochet in between the windows, it's supposed to be 2. Again, I didn't want to go back and frog it, and I didn't want one row to look like this and the rest to look different, so I just went with what I had. And I know a lot of people were having trouble with this stitch right here. Again, I do have a little bit more detailed instructions. Get your tail off me on my Facebook group on how to do it. And Shannon also has a video tutorial on her YouTube channel on how to do it as well. If you want to join in and you're unsure about it, definitely check that out. But here is what I got so far. So about halfway done. Again, I have 3 repeats. I'm going to go with 7. So I got 4 more to go. So it's going to be a very nice size wrap. It's very long. I can't get the whole thing into frame, but it does go past my wingspan just a little bit. And it does wrap around me very nicely. And I think it's going to be a very good width too once I'm done. And if you watched last week's video, you know I lost my yarn band, or I even might have said it the week before that, but I'm using Lion Brand's Mandala bonus bundles in the colorway Sasquatch. And here obviously is the colors so far that I've used. And here is what I have left. I don't really know what happened here. It kind of just fell apart on me, but I'm going to go with it. I'm sure it's going to get very tangled at some point and make me mad, but I don't know how it got that bad. But we're going to go with it. So it looks like I got some teals coming up, purple, and it looks like it goes back to this like burgundy color. Looks like the color here is a little bit darker though. And if I do go with 7, based on what I have already, I think I might have to add in a little bit of another one. So I might actually just wait and see, like, once I run out of that yarn where I'm at, and if I think it's big enough or if I want to continue. But I do need to make it stretch throughout the entire month too. So it's something I'm going to have to play with towards the end of the month. But with it just being an 8-row repeat, if you wanted to stop right here and make it like a wider long scarf, go for it. You know, it's a very versatile pattern, especially because it's just a repeat. You know, I'm just going to continue what I've been doing. You know, I can make it as wide as I want, or I could make it as not wide as I want. So there is what I got so far, and that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope everybody is having a great day. For me, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning, but I hope you've had a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.